are going to review a study in regard to coconut oil and Candida albicans. To be specific, the citation title, Manipulation of Host Diet to Reduce Gastrointestinal Colonization by the Opportunistic Pathogen Candida albicans. It sounds kind of complex. However, though, the results are fascinating. You never recognize how effective something so simple and so easy to obtain can be in saving someone's lives. Now, keep in mind, we're talking Candida albicans in regards to systemic infection, which for many individuals is about 40 to 50% lethal because it tends to affect those who are immunocompromised. But let us proceed. Public title, Coconut Oil Shows Promise in the Prevention of Deadly Bloodstream Infection. And to start off, this is what the researchers said, and this are their quotes. Coconut oil may be effective at combating infection with Candida albicans, according to a study published November 18th, in the American Society of Microbiology's new open access journal, mSphere. The study found that coconut oil consumption reduced gastrointestinal colonization by C. albicans in mice, Candida albicans. Now keep in mind, this was done in animals so they could actually see how effective it is through autopsy, so to say. But proceed forward. Candida albicans is part of the normal gut microbiome of humans and some animals. In immunocompromised individuals and older adults, however, C. albicans can leave the gut, Candida albicans, enter the bloodstream and cause invasive infection affecting organs including the kidneys, liver, spleen, lung, brain, and heart valves. And this is where it's kind of scary, and this is why the research is so important. Roughly 40 to 50% of individuals who have systemic, in the sense of bloodstream, Candida albicans infection will die from it. Yes, it is that lethal. Now, however, though, keep in mind, coconut oil, whether it's a non-lethal infection or whatever, just with a simple Candida infection, can have incredible benefits when you understand how it works. But let's proceed. Clinicians can use antifungal agents or drugs to prevent Candida albicans infection in some high-risk patients, but this isn't ideal because it can contribute to the emergence of drug-resistant strains. Plus, if it's just a normal intestinal infection of Candida, you don't have to be running to the doctor each time. Previous research has shown that changes to diet, including changes in the amount and type of fat, now keep in mind this is important, type of fat, can alter gastrointestinal microbiota. In vitro studies have shown that coconut oil in particular has antifungal properties. All right, now look at the first chart here. You see that part right there? Look at the blue. Now you look at the blue part, that tells you how many what's called carbon bonds there are. So you look at the blue, 6 to 14, that's pretty much in the range of what coconut oil has. Yet often you'll hear coconut oil being associated with as being a nasty saturated fat. Au contraire, I should say. Now look at beef tallow and soybean oil. Now the irony here is soybean oil is way on the upper end, almost a very long chain fatty acid, meaning not good. Beef tallow, even though you see a lot of red, is not quite as bad as soybean oil. All right, now look at this. This is when they fed the mice coconut oil as far as how it changed the composition of the fats in the intestinal tract. So if you look at the blue, all the way down to the parts from the stomach, all the way to the end of the colon, that blue means that coconut oil helped protect that intestinal tract from Candida albicans. Now look at the beef tallow. You see what happens in the middle column there, how it turns red? And as far as, you don't see hardly any blue. That's 6 to 8 to 10 to 12 to 14 carbon chain. Not to be technical, but you don't see anything like coconut oil in those parts. And that kind of allows the Candida albicans to become tougher to deal with. Now proceed forward. Dietary coconut oil may reduce GI colonization, gastrointestinal tract colonization, by killing or inhibiting the growth of Candida albicans in the GI tract. Coconut oil is composed primarily of medium chain triglycerides, or medium chain fatty acids, I should say, which are fungistatic, sounds like a band, and fungicidal for Candida albicans. Yes, you heard it. Coconut oil is fungicidal to Candida albicans. Interesting. Says coconut oil is 45% dodecanoic acid. Just don't remember that so much, but just for your notes. Which has been shown to inhibit both Candida albicans growth and kill Candida albicans within 30 minutes. Similar results were found with taconic acid, which also presented in coconut oil. When you compared a mouse on a high-fat diet that contained either beef fat or soybean oil to mice eating coconut oil, there was a 10-fold drop in colonization. That can be the difference in life and death in a lot of individuals. And for the person with basically the annoying Candida infection, coconut oil incorporated into the diet, simple, easy, doesn't do anything weird to the body. In summary, our results indicate that coconut oil is an effective dietary intervention to reduce murine, gastrointestinal colonization by Candida albicans. Coconut oil both decreased gastrointestinal colonization by Candida albicans and altered the metabolic profile of the colonizing cells. Sorry about sounding technical. Our findings suggest that adding coconut oil to the diet of patients at higher risk of developing invasive candidiasis might decrease Candida albicans gastrointestinal colonization and thus disease risk. And this is their quote. And to quote the final statement in regards to coconut oil being effective for Candida albicans, they say this: extrapolating to humans, these findings suggest that coconut oil could become the first dietary intervention to reduce Candida albicans and gastrointestinal colonization or gastrointestinal colonization of Candida albicans. So there it is. Simple. Something doesn't mess around with a lot of medications or whatever it is. Should take that back. Always consult your doctor first. However, though, regardless of that, easy. Again, I really hope this helps. Keep in mind, 30% of their diet or 30% of their caloric intake was from coconut oil itself. But if this turns out to be extrapolated to humans, how could it be any simpler? Again, this is Ralph Turchiano signing off. I really do hope this helps. Thank you once again.